We enter the second week of protests in Cuba. Here in the United States, progressives are debating the ways in which we can show principled support for the Cuban people. After the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation issued a statement via Instagram calling for lifting the American embargo, saying that it is punishment for Cuba's commitment to sovereignty and self-determination, many progressives and activists on the left, including Associate Professor of Latina Studies Danielle Clealand, took to Twitter saying the U.S. and Cuban governments are to blame for the country's problems, and that simply taking aim at the U.S. embargo fails to address concerns of black Cubans who have faced systemic racism and, quote, anti-black practices from the Cuban government for decades. On the other hand, other organizations tweeted their support for BLM's statement. For example, the Black Alliance for Peace said, and I quote, BAP unites with Black Lives Matter on Cuba. BLM was attacked for taking a principled position against U.S. policies on Cuba, placing BLM in line with the traditional anti-imperialism and internationalism of the black radical tradition. To discuss this, I have the National Baraka joining from California, and also Dr. Danielle Clealand returns to Black News tonight. She's the Associate Professor of Latina Studies and Black Studies at the University of Texas at Austin. Thank you both for joining me. I want to do something that I think we often don't do enough of on TV, particularly mainstream TV. I want to stipulate something from the beginning so that we don't argue straw men in this conversation. I think all of us agree that the U.S. embargo and the U.S. blockade against Cuba is problematic, that it is a moral atrocity, that it is a vicious piece of violence against the Cuban people, and that it's something that we all agree in this conversation should be lifted. Is that a fair assessment?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to start there because sometimes people play, I don't want to normalize a position that I think is unprincipled so that we can move forward in the conversation and get to the actual nuance, which we don't do enough of on TV. So, Dr. Clealand, you said that you were disappointed with the statement. Tell me why.
Well, I think that the issue here are the protests, who's protesting and why they're protesting. I think while you just said that the U.S. embargo is an inhumane policy, it's not necessarily why folks are out there. It is an indirect consequence. The food shortages and the medicine shortages are an indirect consequence of the U.S. embargo. And I think we should always denounce it. But we really need to ask, why are folks protesting the streets? Why particularly are Black folks more affected by economic crises and food shortages in Cuba than others? So I think that, we really need to get into more of the nuance of how the Cuban Revolution has affected folks, Black, white, and mulatto in Cuba, and really what that means domestically. I think the Black Lives Matter statement in the beginning denounced the U.S. embargo, but then started to kind of support the Cuban Revolution for all of the missions that it has committed to abroad for Black liberation, which is 100% true, but didn't necessarily talk about what goes on domestically. So the Cuban Revolution has for a long time pronounced itself a friend of the third world, a friend of Black liberation, but that only happens internationally. It's not a friend of Black liberation domestically, and that's what we really wanted BLM to address.
Let me push back on one piece of what you just said, because you talked about nuance. And frankly, I was one of the people who agreed with you publicly that we need nuance in these conversations. The pushback, though, is that nuance can become a pretext for kind of endorsing U.S. imperialism, even if it's not by your own intention, right? By complicating the conversation, it allows those people who are actually defending U.S. policy or deflecting from U.S. policy by saying, yeah, but look what they're doing inside the Cuban government. Look at what the Castros have done. Look at what the revolution has done. And in doing so, it takes the pressure off of the American government. Is there any danger in using nuance at this moment?
I think before I tweeted that, I was hesitant because of the things that you're talking about. I think that there's no way for me personally or a lot of other people to control how the right or how folks that are in favor of the embargo are going to use what we say, right? I wrote a book on racism in Cuba, and I know that many right-wing Cubans took it and ran with it. But at the same time, that I can't allow that to silence the conversation about anti-Black racism in Cuba. we have to be able to talk about both without silencing ourselves, because the right is going to use it against us.
Okay. Ajamu, your organization is standing by the BLM statement. Tell me why.
Well, we believe it was a courageous and correct position to take. It was in line with the traditional kinds of anti-imperialist positions that we have taken as part of our radical Black tradition. And it was important to state that and to stand in solidarity with BLM, who, as a consequence of issuing that statement, was the subject of withering criticism from not only the right, but also from various liberal sectors in the population. So, it's important to note that what they said in that statement wasn't so much to get into the nuances or the complexities of what's happening internally in Cuba, but to keep the focus, the attention on U.S. intervention, U.S. imperial policies, the kind of responsibility that we have as citizens of empire, if you will. And therefore, we thought it was important that we stand in solidarity with BLM on this particular issue.
Ajamu, is there any danger, though, in a Black solidarity statement with not pointing out systemic racism, internal racism, or some of the issues that Afro-Cubans on the ground, as well as Black American PPs, political prisoners, are talking about in Cuba in terms of not being able to organize around Black issues, Black identity being a challenge? Is there anything troublesome about that take?
Well, it's a very complicated position, but we take the position that when a state in a process like what we have in Cuba finds itself in the crosshairs of U.S. aggression, that our responsibility is to try to put a brake on that aggression. Now, we've been in contact and in communication with elements inside Cuba for quite some time. We know, and they have acknowledged that there are real serious issues inside the country. Responsible to give left coverage at certain particular moments in history when we see the U.S. is moving aggressively to attempt to try to effect regime change, if you will, in a particular country. We could talk, we could discuss, we could debate, but we believe it's important that we keep the focus on the illegality, the criminality of this criminal state that pretends to be a protector and defender of human rights and democracy, intervening or attempting to create the conditions for intervention in order to save the humanity of some oppressed people. We don't buy that.
Danielle, what do you say to that?
But couldn't we talk about both? I mean, I fail to see why we can't talk about both, because at the end of the day, yes, our concern is this criminal imperialist enterprise, right? But our concern also is with Black people around the diaspora. And so if we whisper about white supremacy in Cuba and we shout about white supremacy in the United States, I feel we're being hypocritical.
No, I agree. And I think we have to talk about both. But when we engage in that conversation, let's make sure that we don't make the mistake of holding up certain voices as more legitimate than others. For example, we would not suggest, or we wouldn't support the idea that a Candace Owens or Clarence Thomas represented the definitive position on U.S. race relations, for example. So, it's a very complex situation. We know that there's some issues inside the country. But we say, yes, let's be consistent. Let's talk about white supremacy, not only in the U.S., but white supremacy in terms of U.S. policy in places like Haiti, in places like where a core constituent of the Venezuelan revolutionary process are Black folks. So we say that white supremacy is embedded in the structures of the U.S. state and its colonial capitalist allies, and we are opposed to those structures as opposed to what might be in the heads and consciousness of individuals.
Okay, well,
but that's what I feel about nuance.
Danielle, I'll give you the last word, Danielle.
Well,
Go ahead,
I
Danielle,
just wanted to say that folks like Candace Owens, and Clarence Thomas are on the right, and they're part of this U.S. imperialist rhetoric, but the folks that are on the ground that are protesting and that have spoken out against racism in Cuba even before these protests happened, they're on the left. And so they consider themselves revolutionaries that are not being heard and that are being silenced. And so, yes, right, they're not the definitive, set of opinions in Cuba, but they're important because they are on the left and they are part of this larger, fight against anti-Black racism from, a left point of view. And so I think that's, important to highlight.
Actually, in fairness, I think Danielle started. Ajamu, I'll give you the last word. But what do you say to that point that these aren't Candace Owens, these aren't right-wing voices, these aren't quote unquote gusanos, these are again Black PPs, even radicals. These are people who are pro-revolution, but who want a both and perspective to this. How do we keep track of those voices while still being laser focused on ending the embargo? And is it possible to do so?
We have to make sure that we don't exaggerate the fact that there are legitimate left forces raising serious questions, but necessarily in the majority. So we don't want to give provide some disinformation, if you will, on the number and the scope of the conversation in the country. It's a very serious conversation, but all of the Black folks involved in this conversation and in the protest aren't necessarily leftists.
Fair enough. Okay. Thank you all for this incredibly informative conversation. I'm glad we were able to move the ball forward. But again, the one thing we all agree on is that the U.S. embargo, the U.S. blockade against Cuba is, I'll use the word evil, and it is something that must be lifted immediately, and it's something that we all have to fight for. And any conversations, any debates, any tensions we have about that still must begin from the place of saying American imperialism must be stopped, and this embargo must be lifted immediately. But thank you both for joining me.
Yes.
It's been a great conversation. We'll have more of them here at Black News Tonight. Everybody, let us know what you are thinking. Hit us up.